Once you're fairly comfortable making long strokes and producing a fairly decent sound with your long bow strokes, we need to focus on strengthening and opening up the hand and a little bit of the fingers. So the goal where you need to be is eventually be able to move the bow, let's say vertically, using, see the hand and a little bit of the fingers together, right? So why is this useful? I mean, there's almost, it's basically the equivalent of if you're a fencer, you know, you need to be able to use your wrist. If you are a baseball, you know, pitcher or something, you really need that wrist snap, right? And even without getting that fancy, you know, even if you don't need to do spin or anything, you're just throwing a ball. If the hand is rigid, if the wrist and hand and fingers are rigid all the time, you will never be able to throw the ball, even naturally, let alone professionally. And the same thing with violin. If you think about it, if you're just able to do this, and this remains completely stiff, if the hand is completely stiff at all times, you can have a great arm all the way up to here, but this is stiff, and it means a very important connector is completely rigid, and that's not good. I mean, you know, those robots have their joints are flexible. I mean, human joints are flexible, and so the hand and the fingers have to be opened up, and practically speaking, there's so many applications. Like if you do just a fast stroke, medium fast, right? It's much more efficient, comfortable, and sounds better to do these short strokes using smaller muscles. If you use your arm, everything tenses up and your big muscles will tire from the continuous small actions. Also, in the basic long stroke, we will modify it as we advance more, because instead of, because your entire arm will be like a pen or like a calligraphy pen or a paintbrush, you know? When you have a paintbrush, you know, the stick leads the way, but the brush has a bit of a lag and it's flexible, right? So the hand should be like this. When you it's only natural that the hand has a little bit of lag and a little bit of, and is also part of the movement, right? So, in getting that faster stroke, and also the long, beautiful, more smooth strokes, also in getting staccato, right? Staccato in one direction, right? The hand is so important. So we need to open the hand up. And I covered this in a previous video, but the first exercise is simply to get used to moving the bow vertically, only using the hand and the fingers. So at first it's a little difficult with the bow, so what I would recommend is doing this either in the middle of the bow or with a pen or pencil, because what makes this exercise even more difficult is the rather awkward weighting of the modern bow. So holding in the middle distributes the weight a little more, and the pen or pencil is not as awkward. So this is all you need. Just hold the bow normally, thumb curved. Your hand is always a tunnel, right? Fingers are not too far from each other, all making good contact with the stick. And just hold up your forearm vertically and flex out, release, and pull it in, out, out, in, right? And then be able to do it with the bow holding it normally. Right? This exercise is not easy, so don't be frustrated if it takes you a little time, effort, and concentration. This is not, this would be kind of like mastering maybe the overhead serve in tennis. I mean, it looks simple, you just throw it up and hit it, but to be able to do it well, to shift your weight when you do it, or like the free kick in soccer, I mean, it's the easiest thing, just kick a standing ball into the net, right? But I mean, to get like a knuckle shot, or to get a perfect spin, excuse me, is really difficult. So this is very simple, and some people it might be easier depending on the flexibility of your fingers, but don't worry, just stick to it and don't be surprised if it is difficult. Because I mean, I know people who are well advanced and played for several years who never opened up their knuckles properly, and suddenly this exercise is so difficult for them, they're very shocked. So do this exercise first, and then in the next video I'll show you how to practice staccato, which will further open up the hand and fingers.